okay, Desierto, or I'll just call it Desert from here on out. This stars, well, your main, I guess we'd call him the villain, depending on your take on this sort of thing, is the guy who was the comedian. He was Bruce Wayne's dad, and he was Negan. So he's kind of closer to the comedian or Negan in this one. You have a bunch of people who are planning on crossing the border illegally. So yes, you have Mexicans crossing the border illegally. Something happens to their truck breaks down, and now all of a sudden they're trying to cross the inhospitable wasteland that is the area between Mexico and Texas. And then, of course, that's when our, I guess, villain of the film shows up and needs to pick them off. This is really a film that's told in 3 different segments. The opening segment, the first half an hour, is pretty much a slasher film. It's, here are your victims, here is your killer, and go. The middle third is effectively now it's a cat and mouse survival movie, where you've got the people who survived the initial onslaught are trying to evade, the killer again. And then there's the last third of the film where it falls off the tracks tremendously. Now, like most films that you consider to be a thriller or slasher film, the character who gets the most dialogue that you actually hear a backstory to, those are the characters that tend to survive the initial culling. And it's impressive because it's shot outside. There's no interior shots. It means all shots had to be done with, okay, here's what we got for lighting, work with it. It's shot beautifully. The first third is, the first 2/3 are actually a pretty solid movie. It's that last third where you can tell I got to the point where he was like, time for the wrap up? It's a unique film. I think the fact that it took the idea of, here's what illegal immigrants go through to get to the United States, and then taking on someone who would kind of fall under the Minuteman sort of context was different. I do think that this film would have been tweaked a little bit more. It'd be a lot more impactful, but the fact that it feels like 3 independent half-an-hour films blended together into one kind of hurts the overall presentation.